Hello and welcome to the Cubbears fan report for August the 21st, 2024. And I thank you for watching. It was a good night for Chicago sports all the way around. The Bears were featured on Hard Knocks on HBO and Max, and I was able to watch it. And this time I did not have to wait till 10 o'clock. I don't live in Chicago, but I was able to watch it at 8 o'clock, and I watched the Cub game as well. I had that silent so I could listen to the talk and discussion on Hard Knocks. And it was a very interesting show. Hard Knocks featured Tyson Bagent and Tory Taylor, among others, who I have featured previously on the Cubbears fan report. I was really proud of the way they brought out the character of Tyson Bagent and his father. And he had a really good game, and they were talking about the game. He went 7 for 8 and threw for something like 83 yards and 2 touchdowns. He looked masterful, and he was interviewed this week in a press conference by the Bears, and he's got the right attitude about everything. He talked about the fact that he does have aspirations to eventually become a starter in this league, but he understands his role, and he performs it very well. And they talked about him last year. I was very sentimental about Tyson Bagent last year because he was undrafted, and nobody wanted him, but he made the Bears team ahead of some other players who was thought to be higher up. He became the backup, and I was wondering whether they would try to replace him this year as a backup. They brought Brett Rippon in, and Brett Rippon was also interviewed this week, and he got to play, and he played well also toward the end of the game. But Tyson Bagent has really shown some improvement, so I think he is a quality backup, and I expect him to play tomorrow night when the Bears go to Kansas City. The Bears starters will sit, so I figure Tyson Bagent and Brett Rippon will have the show. Maybe Austin Reed will get some time. They also featured him. He got to sing on the show. And while I was watching that, I got to watch the Cubs win 3-1 against the Tigers. They welcomed Javier Baez back, and he made the last out of the game. The Cubs won with a good pitching performance by Javier Assad, who went almost 6 innings, I think 5 2/3 innings, struck out something like 7 guys, and only walked 1 guy. He actually pitched well. He's been struggling to be pinpoint on his control, and he doesn't pitch as well when he's pitching from behind. He actually got a runner on third base and kept him from scoring by striking out the next 2 guys who came up. So I was very impressed with him. Dansby Swanson hit a home run to extend the lead from 2-1 to 3-1, and the Cubs held on. It was a well-pitched game, and they play again tonight as Tyone will pitch tonight about 7 o'clock, and it looks like it's going to be a bullpen night for Detroit as it was last night, and the Cubs have struggled against those bullpen outings in the past, but they found a way to win, and that's what's important because I think they only got 36 games left, and they're down by like 4 games, maybe 5 games in the wild card, so they got to work their way to get back and come over the top of a lot of teams that are between them and the playoffs. They got to play good now. They're thinking maybe they need to win, be something like 34-12 or 36-12 or something like that. 24-12, I think is what they arrived at when they were discussing it last night. So they need to win 67% of their remaining games to have a chance, and they got to beat the teams that are ahead of them, and they don't have a chance to win on tiebreakers against the teams that are ahead of them. So not only can they not tie them, they've got to beat them outright. The Bears will play tomorrow in Kansas City, and that game will be at 7 o'clock. I have to go bowling, so I ask you to support my sponsors, Plaza Lanes, where I bowled yesterday, and the leagues start on this Thursday. Also, I'm going to go to Robin Hood Brewery tonight. I want to try the Robin Hood beer, which you had to let sit and age, and it's one of the best beers I've ever had. I look forward to it. If you disagree with anything I say, leave a comment. Please like and subscribe. Support my sponsors. I'll be at table 127 on the square in Iuka on Friday to sing some karaoke. Tomorrow night I'll be bowling at Plaza Lanes, and tonight I'm going to go have a beer at the Robin Hood Brewery around happy hour, around 5 o'clock, because they really make some good beer. And it's on the way to the lake on the border. The name of the lake I forget, but there's a lake on the border between Mississippi and Tennessee, And if you go out there and go boating and come back and have a beer right on the road, right on the way through Iuka at Robin Hood Brewery. What's important is I remember the name of the brewery, even if I forget the name of the lake, which is Pickwick Lake. I don't know if it's Lake Pickwick or Pickwick Lake, but there's a lock and dam there, and there's some places to eat and do stuff up there. But Robin Hood Brewery is right on the way back. I'll be there. If you stop by, say hi, tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't care. I don't care what your comments are, just leave them. Please like and subscribe. Cubbear Fan Report. And thank you for watching.